Hello Capricorn, thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Already shuffled. Relationship first, single second, and oracle cards come out where needed. Okay, let's see where this is going, because I feel like things have to go a little faster. And you got fruition pulling out of the bottom, like when I'm feeling fruition, especially at pulling out of the bottom like it did, it feels like this piece, it's time for this next piece to go forward. It's like, how do I explain this? It's kind of like the wheat in the field has come to the point where it's time to harvest it. So that it's come to the fruition that it's time to harvest the wheat. But afterwards, you got to do other things to it, and you're going to do this, and you're going to do that with it, whatever. But for right now, for this portion, for this part, it's like it's come to the point where it's time to take action. And I'm getting here like. Excuse me. You've got the Queen. Nope. You've got the Page of Cups. Okay. You have the Page of Cups as your challenge card. Like, why is it hard to get past this moment here? It's weird. You got the Growth card. Your partner has the Hierophant. You have the Moon card. It's almost like you're looking at it, questioning. Is it time? Is it time to move forward? You have the Moon card. Your partner seems to see it a little clearer. They seem to got some type of they seem to see it for what it is, for whatever reason. And they're saying, yes, it is definitely time to move forward. I feel like this is one of those moments where you have to trust your partner. Your partner seems to be correct on this one. Like, this is the time to move forward. It's the point to go forward. Which is interesting, because I feel like they're actually kind of a little bit resistant to it, even though they're seeing that it is time to move forward, but they are a little bit resistant to it at the same time. Seems a little interesting. The Growth is here. It's like your partner is saying, if we're going to move forward with it, this is the time to move forward. Yet they do seem reluctant to it. I'm still feeling a little bit of reluctance there. But the Growth is between the two of you. It's like this is the time to move it forward. The challenge card for your partner is the Three of Swords. For them not to be pessimistic about the moment. Even though, yes, it is time to move forward, and they are honestly telling you that, it's kind of like, it's almost like moving to a different location. It's kind of like they're like afraid that like they like to where they were living, or they're not confident the next place is going to be good. One of the two. It's one of those feelings. It's kind of like, yeah, it is what it is, but I'm not confident we're going into a good section, even though it's time to do it. If we're going to do it, they're not sure that it's really going to be a good thing. They're like, almost like they're looking at a lot more work, a lot more changes that they're maybe not wanting. Your challenge card is the Page of Cups. And I feel like this is kind of like taking a more follower role, a more supportive role is not right for you at this time. And I'm getting that's why it's your challenge card, because it's not right for you to be a supporter, not a follower. This is not a time for you to do that. This is a time for you to be a leader. You've got the King of Cups is what helps you. Don't take it. Don't watch for your partner. Don't let your partner take the lead. Don't wait for them to tell you it's time to go forward. For this to have success, when your partner says, yeah, this is the time where this would be the best time to move forward, because I feel like that's how they're putting it. This would be the best time to move forward. Don't just wait for them to say, okay, let's do it. You make the decision. It's time to do it. Excuse me. Because I feel like by you moving things forward, this goes a lot better. This actually starts to take form. This actually starts to happen. And it needs to. I feel like it's going to happen either way. But if you wait it out and wait for your partner to move forward, it's like missing a lot of opportunities. it's almost like, how do I put this? It's like waiting to move on a house, and if you move now, it's really well intact and everything is fairly good, and you can get in there and do what you need to do and have control of it. But if you wait like a year or two, you get the same house, but it was like neglect. It went through a lot of neglect, and there's problems with this and there's problems with that. There's some problems with the roof because it wasn't taken care of right. The heat wasn't properly used through the winter, so there's some bowing or some problems with the pipes that things have to be replaced. There's been some water damage, things like that. So there's like, it's not as good if you wait. It's not as good at all. And it's noticeable. Like, you're really going to regret not going forward when you should have. As you keep going forward, if you take the lead, because I feel like that's the whole point of this reading for those people it's connecting with, if you take the lead, you got the Four of Wands. Your partner will follow, but I'm also seeing the Temperance, like they're waiting to see how you bring it together. They're advising, they're telling you what they're seeing, they're saying how this should work, how that should work, what would be better here, what would be better there. But when they advise something, it's you kicking the ball onto the court, onto the field, whatever you want to say, and making it happen and starting it. They will follow, they will support you, they'll pull their weight. They'll pull their weight. They will. I feel like you'll make sure they will anyway. But it's going to be one of those things where they're kind of like weighing it out, going slowly, seeing how things add up. They're advising, you're saying, well, this needs to be done, please do that. And like, sure, I'll do that. And they do their part, but you're leading. I'm getting you the leader, this whole portion. How's that? Now, the Seven of Wands is telling me spiritually that you will get success if you keep it pushing forward. Working for success for Capricorns is usually not an issue. No problem working for your success. And that's what this is saying. Working for the success, but as long as you keep pushing it forward, it will happen. What they don't think you should do is the Eight of Cups. Don't just let this pass by and let your partner decide, because you'll notice your partner has a page as well, the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is not a decision maker. They are not somebody who initiates. They're somebody who does the effort. They'll do their part. They'll support a situation, but they won't initiate. They don't have the power to command. A page is not going to tell a knight what to do. It's not going to happen. The knight will not. The knight will look at that page and go, ha ha ha, not today or tomorrow or ever. They're just going to be like, no, that's not going to happen. The page is not a leader. You have the king energy. You're the leader. If you just hold to the side and just leave it and just kind of walk away from it for now until your partner decides to move forward, a lot of missed opportunities. It's just not going to go as well as it could. You're going to regret it is what I'm getting. Focus needs to come in between the two of you. Communicate with them. Pages are great for information, and they can tell you what they see, they can tell you what they know, but you're the one that has to move it forward, or a lot of opportunities are going to be missed. Your partner does have a lot of strength here. They will hold up their side. They can endure this. They can easily endure this is what I'm getting. Well, easily in the sense of like they can weather the storm. They can definitely do this. But you have to push it forward is what I'm getting. Because when the two of you come together, they don't seem to be very empowered. They've got the Eight of Swords, but the Eight of Swords, while not only feeling limited or stuck or imprisoned in a situation, that person will also follow. If somebody like pulls them along or directs them to go somewhere, they blindly go where the person tells them to go. And that's you telling your partner where to go. They're just going to blindly follow and do what you need to do. You come together with the King of Wands energy. You're the passion moving it forward. They will hold up their end of the bargain. They will do what they need to do. They will support it. They will do their part. They will pull their weight. But it's your passion that's directing it forward, and you will move forward together as a unit, but you're the power behind it at this point is what I'm getting. It's just, for this to really work out, that's how this has to go. And I feel like that's where this is going. Alright, I think we got there. So for this portion, it's time to move forward, but if you don't, it's just you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities, and you're going to be kicking yourself later. You're going to be very unhappy with it, is what I'm getting. What do we have now for single Capricorns? Let's go into single Capricorns. Single Capricorns. let's get the energy going a little bit better than that. Single Capricorns. Capricorns. Single Capricorns. What do we have for single Capricorns? Okay. This might be a fun one. Ends well. Ends well. But what is it going to take to get you there? How does the... Okay, we'll see how this comes together. This is... I don't want to say this is a roller coaster, but I feel like it's a flat line until finally it's like somebody breathes life into the situation. You're standing here with the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of lack. In the past, you've been disappointed. A lot. A lot is what I'm getting. In the sense of like... You're very diligent in knowing what you want. Loyalty... For those of you this is hitting with, loyalty is something that not only means a lot to you, but you just naturally have. And I feel like you've had a lot of connections with people that loyalty is not their thing. They just, like, I don't know how to say it, like, they just have a wandering eye. You've been around people with a wandering eye, or that they just kind of walk off with someone else. Even if they end a relationship technically well, they seem to jump into a new one fairly quickly, and that makes you wonder, like, how loyal were you to begin with? How loyal were they to begin with, I should say. So I feel like there's a lot of disappointment you're walking away from. You're not really confident about going towards anything that's around you. It doesn't seem like there's much out there that's right for you. You do have the Queen of Swords at the bottom here, which I like this, because... You're waiting for somebody to kind of move towards you, because you're kind of looking at this like, I can move towards somebody and I have no problem being loyal to people, but when I move towards them, it just seems like the ones I move towards, like, they're not on the same page. I need somebody to move towards me that wants to be loyal to me. So you're kind of holding a little bit to the reserve here. And I'm getting here the Three of Wands is like, you are looking. You are actively looking, but you're also walking away from a lot, because you're kind of like, you put out a little feeler, seeing if somebody's interested. If they don't seem to really come your way, you move on fairly quickly is what I'm getting. You don't spend too much time in people who aren't honestly interested back. I don't think that it's a bad thing. I personally don't think it's bad. So, is this a return? No, it's not a return. So what is... Somebody's coming towards you very strongly. In the future, you got the Chariot, which ironically, I'm not sure if this is something that makes you happy or not happy, because you got the Ten of Swords with the Abundance. Somebody's showing you the world and a half. They want you. They're very excited about you. They're coming at you very fast, like full force. They're like, boom. And that might be the problem, because the Ten of Swords is telling me this is too much. It's just kind of like, this is out of control. Too pushy, too much, too fast, not happy. But there's a lot coming. The abundance is there, but the Ten of Swords is telling me the way this is happening, like, they're way too much. You're like, oh, I don't know about this. Because of that Ten of Swords, you've got the Seven of Swords over here in your thoughts. You're thinking, I'm just gonna ditch this. I'm just gonna ignore the whole situation and pretend it's not happening. It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm feeling the Five of Pentacles again, kind of like, I don't think this is for me. I don't think this is right. I think I'm just going to leave it be and just ignore that it's even happening and just kind of let it keep going. But I don't see it passing. This person, like, they've decided you're the one, they want you, and they're coming at you strong, and they're not backing off. I don't feel them backing off. Now, it's really uncomfortable is what I'm getting. It's like, it's technically not bad, but the way they're coming at you, you're not okay with it. You're just kind of like, this is too much, too intense, a bit intrusive. It's almost like they're inviting themselves to dinner, and they're showing up in places you go, and you're just like, I don't know if this is cute or if this is a stalker. I don't know if I like this. I don't know. And the energy is like, the Ten of Swords, you're not happy with it right off the bat. There's a lot they're offering you, but you're like, listen, too much. Like, Don't offer to give me a car when I don't even know you. Like, what's the deal? Like, that's too much. Like, too much. Ironically, this is where it's going, though. The Two of Cups with the Ten of Wands. If you can get through this moment, if you can temper this person enough to make them realize, like, hey, I kind of want to get to know you, but I literally only want to see you once a week right now because this is too much for me. We can hang out Thursday nights, we can go to dinner, we can hang out for a couple hours having dinner, but beyond that, for right now, it's too much. I want to get to know somebody. I'm not looking for, just to add milk, instant romance. I don't know. It's not what I want. It's not what I'm looking for. It's just too much, too fast. So if you can temper this down, this can be a great match. Two of Cups. You'll notice again, though, the Ten of Wands is coming in with it. You're going to have to work to slow them down. You're going to have to constantly slow them down until you're up to speed to where they are, which could take a while. Could take a good year is what I'm feeling. But, it could get there. I'm getting this is the loyalty you're looking for, though. The loyalty is definitely there with this one. It's just if you can slow them down enough and weather it long enough until you're both at the same place at the same time, where you're both feeling this passion for each other. This could work. It's just if you're willing to go through it and slow them down and be like, listen, because it's the loyalty you want. This is one you could have it with. And I think that's that. Okay, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.